Hi there. Welcome back to Real Talk, Marketing for Artists. I'm Jean Blackwell Font, Creative Director at Font Squared. Today, we're talking about something I will always stand on. Your website is the most important part of your digital presence. Yeah, social media is helpful, sure, but it's always changing. Algorithms shift, platforms come and go, and your reach can disappear overnight. But your website, that's your creative headquarters. It's open 24/7, it's professional, and most importantly, it's yours. So, if you've been putting it off, or you're thinking, I'll build it when I'm more established, this episode is for you. So let's get into why every artist needs a website, even if you're not selling work online yet. First, your website is your professional portfolio. Galleries, curators, collectors, residency programs, grant panels, when they're deciding whether to take you seriously, they're often looking for one thing: a clean, easy to view place where they can see your work. Second, you control the experience. No ads, no distractions, no, oh, look, a cat video. Just your art, your studio, and the path you want people to take. Third, it builds credibility and trust. People want to know you're real, active, and professional. A website signals that. And fourth, your website becomes the hub for everything else you do: email signups, event RSVPs, press links, exhibition announcements, commissions, shop links. Your website is where everything lives. So now let's talk about what actually makes an artist's website good. Because you don't need a complicated site, you need a clear one. Clean, simple navigation. Your visitor should never have to guess where to go. Keep your menu simple. A good rule of thumb is if someone lands on your home page, they should be able to find your work and your contact info in 2 clicks or less. Second, you need high quality images. Your images are doing the heavy lifting. Use natural light when you can. Avoid heavy filters. Skip watermarks. Those can actually make your work feel less professional. And yes, resize your images for web so your site loads fast. Don't worry, we'll talk about that more in the mistakes section. You need a clear artist statement and bio. People don't just buy art, they buy into artists. Your statement doesn't need to be overly academic. It needs to help someone understand what you make, what themes you explore, what matters to you, and your bio should be current, readable, and human. Also, please don't make people hunt for your email. Have a simple contact form and a clear way to reach you for things like exhibitions, press, commissions, collectors. Let's talk about fresh content. You don't have to update your website every week, but it shouldn't look abandoned. If you've got exhibitions, events, press, or new work, keep it current. Even small updates can make a big difference. Here's a quick checklist of the core pages I recommend for most artists. First, the home page. Your home page should quickly answer these questions. 1, who are you? 2, what do you make? 3, what should I, the website visitor, do next? People will do what you tell them. So make sure you include a strong image or two and a clear link to your portfolio. In your gallery portfolio section, organize your work in a way that makes sense to you, whether it's by series or project, by medium, by year. Whatever you choose, keep it consistent. Do that through all of the different sections of work that you're sharing. The organization is really key. There's the About page. Now, this is where your story lives. You should have, of course, an artist bio, an artist statement. Include a CV if you have one that lists things like education, exhibitions, collectors, etc., and a professional headshot, plus your contact information. Let me clarify, a professional headshot, not a selfie. If you take yourself seriously, everyone else will. Okay, so you also are going to need a contact form, an email address, links to socials if you use them, and optional but powerful, depending on your goals. Consider adding a blog or a news page, maybe a shop, and a newsletter sign up. If you want this in a simple printable format, download our free website checklist below so you can make sure your site covers the essentials. Quick reality check. Here are the mistakes I see all the time, and they're usually easy fixes. Nothing says I'm not active, like an old exhibition from 3 years ago on the home page, a broken shop link, a contact form that goes nowhere. If you only do one thing after this video, update your dates and links, please. Slow load times are another issue. If your site takes forever to load, people leave. So resize your images for web. You can still have beautiful images without uploading giant files. And here's a quick tip. Squarespace typically resizes those photos for you, so you don't even have to think about it. Also avoid overly complicated layouts. Too many sections, too many fonts, too many effects. Your work gets lost. Your website should feel like a clean gallery wall, not a cluttered studio corner. And then make sure you have a call to action. Don't just show your work. Tell people what to do next. You can invite them to join your email list, inquire about a piece, reach out for commissions, follow your upcoming exhibitions. All right, your website doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be clear, current, and easy to use. If you're ready to take your website from meh to memorable, download the checklist, make a few updates, and drop your questions in the comments. And subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. We'll be talking about building your email list, and that one is a game changer. See you soon.